morning, and very good morning. Welcome to the show. Welcome to VUEGRAPHY. Well, today we are going to talk about the lens. I'm going to share with you my experience with the lens, and it's not that just ordinary lens. It's a very special lens actually, and it's a crop sensor lens. Yes, people don't talk about crop sensor lenses much, but I'm going to make this short video about this particular lens. It's a DSLR mount, which is F mount lens from Nikon. Well, usually we don't actually, right now we don't have much about the mirrorless lineup, so except two lenses, so forget that. So let's jump into the business, and let me show you what lens it is. So here it is. It is 17-55 f2.8D. Yep, this lens is extraordinary. 70-55, which is equivalent to 2470 f2.8 full frame. See, yeah, if you multiply 70-55 with the crop factor of 1.5, you will get somewhere around 25 something all the way to 75. So which is a little nearly 80. So which is basically gives you 24 to 70 equivalent focal length. All right, and it's 2.8. It's made in Japan, and its build quality is ridiculously solid, like crazy solid. It's one heavy beast. There are other crop sensor lenses, which is there is one what is called that 16-80, which was f3.5 to 4.5, and there was another 16-85, that was 3.5 to 5.6. There is another one 16-80 f2.4 to f4. Those were especially 16-80 f2.8 to f4. That's a good lens, but this is like way up over here. I love this lens, and I kept that lens on my crop sensor camera, which I was using D7200 for a very long time. But I sold my D7200 because for some personal reasons. But after that, I kept using that lens for over my D500. That lens, this lens actually, it's everyday channel photography. If you have D7200, D7100, D500, D7500, even you can use this lens using FTZ adapter on Z50, ZFC, Z30, but it's one heavy beast. It's really heavy. So if you mount with ZFC or especially Z80, it looks Z30. I mean, not Z80, Z30. It looks like that. If this is a camera, so it's like boom. It's fall towards, because lenses, the weight is to the front. It has 77mm filter thread standard, so you can mount typical lens those filters 77mm, which is commonly available. Another best part of this lens is the lens hood. If you own this lens, and if you own the original lens hood, you are very lucky, because the build quality of this lens hood, it's so damn good. It comes with a hook over here, so you press that hook and you just mount it off. So this is the lens. I hope you can see. So this is the lens. It has only one button, manual focus and autofocus. That's it. No other funky stuff, no other display and everything. I found this lens online, and I bought it cheap. This is 16 widest, and this is 55. It comes with that lever, G type, actually not D type, it's a G type. So you see that lever, you can see me 2.8. I'm going to keep sharing the sample images like always in between the video. By the way, this is not a cheap lens. because the build quality, the optical quality. Now obviously you're going to ask how sharp it is and how the optical quality. This lens is damn good. It's worth every single penny you're going to spend on it. Probably you have seen the sample images on the screen by now, and I just can't say enough about that lens. This lens, among all those four crop sensor lenses which I always talk about, this is number one among those four crop sensor lenses. There are many crop sensor lenses from Nikon, but this one is special. And from all those crop sensor lenses out there, regardless of it's DSLR or mirrorless, there are only top four lenses which you can go anytime, and this is number one. I try to make video one by one for all those four lenses, but I don't have one actually among those four. I have to arrange, but this is number one. So that's it. Yeah, today video is finished. I think so. In 5 minutes, finished. This lens is really damn good. And first of all, yeah, you remember I said in my previous video, if something it's really much available in the market for selling, like people are selling it, it means that that thing is not good enough. That's why people are trying to get rid of it. That's why they are selling it. But if something you are not able to find in the market or in the eBay or in the Amazon, it means that that thing is so damn good that people don't want to sell it. And this lens is one of those keepers. No, people don't want to sell this lens because this lens is so damn good. I can't see any other crop sensor lenses. Yeah, I see so many Sigma 18 to 35 or 18 to 50, something like that, 1.8 lens which people are selling. Why they are selling? You go to eBay, you find like so many people selling that Sigma lens, crop sensor lens. Why people are selling it? If it's so damn good, then why people are selling it? Think about it. But you won't find this lens easily available. Maybe it's so much broken, or people want to get rid of it. That's another thing. But I don't think so. People are selling this lens because it's broken. Because the build quality, when you're going to hold it, it's a tank. It's a tank lens. It requires a heavy body. By the way, there is one more thing. It's only, I believe, in my knowledge, that's the only lens which you can, this is a crop sensor lens, that's the only lens, according to my limited knowledge, which you can use on full frame and you won't get vignetting. Yes, you won't get vignetting at the corner. What happens, from 17mm, you start zooming all the way up to 28. You start seeing the corner start getting clear. You go to 30, 32, further clear. By the time you reach to 35mm, the whole vignetting is gone. There is no vignetting. Because the circle of projection from this lens is so big because of the 2.8, it's so big that it can cover the whole full frame sensor. So from 35mm all the way to 55mm, you can use this lens on full frame and you won't get vignetting. Maybe if you want some creative vignetting in your images, which you add in post-processing, you can use this lens, alright, below than 35mm, between 28 to 35mm, and you can still take the shot and you will get that creative vignetting in the images, which is going to be, you don't have to add in post-processing because it's optically there. So, yep, this lens is very versatile. You can use on full frame. After nearly 32 to 35mm onwards, you won't get any vignetting. I'll see if I can add some sample shot. I don't have any sample shot, as far as I remember. Let me see if I can find it. If I'm not going to find it in the video, then my apologies in advance. So that's it. I love this lens, and I'm not going to sell it for sure, unless I go completely broken. That's what's going on in the world right now. Okay, let's finish the video. Thank you so very much. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in future with some new content. Till then, take care.